What is up, everybody? You are tuned in to Talking Ball. It's Colin, otherwise known as the Beard, and my co-host Jose, also known as Spanish Buzz. And Spanish Buzz, how are you doing today?
Spanish Buzz is doing well. How are you doing, Woody? Because we had to get up, or you had to get up early this morning in order to assist our lovely Aish in doing the show this morning.
Right, and she killed it.
Yeah, and what I will say is I have sent out a message to people that I've got on WhatsApp groups to say thank you very much on behalf of Hotel Cockerel and Talk and Ball for all the support that they gave Ash today. Ash
she really nailed it.
Loved it. She loved it. She loved presenting. She loved the show. Ash has a newfound a newfound presence of knowing how hard it is for content creators to prepare and to do shows. So Ash is obviously, we spoke to her after the show, she's completely stoked and pumped. She's currently with her family at the moment and was going to go and enjoy a glass of wine because obviously in Indian time, she's now very late evening. So it's about 11:30 in the evening for her right now. So it's wine time for her.
Time.
But she did really, really well. So to everybody,
big up everybody. Yeah. Give her a round of applause wherever you are. Big up. She nailed it. Absolutely killed it.
So we'd like to thank everybody for tuning in and for helping Ash out.
Thank you guys. And there'll be more Ash content.
And there will be more Ash content. So we have decided with Ash today that she will do a show after every match. So the day after every match, she will do another show, Hindi/English show. So well done to Ash. And Ash is part of the Talk and Ball family and the Hotel Cockerel family. And we love having her. And
we should think of a name. We should think of a name that is like an umbrella corporation for both Talking Ball and El Cockerel. We'll need to find, you know what I mean, like
it's White Chat Lane. It's her show. It's White Chat Lane.
There you go, White Chat Lane. She's nailing it. White Chat Lane, everybody. It's going to become a pretty much weekly thing. So I hope you're all ready for and excited for some more Hindi Spurs content. So again, like Jose said, thank you to everybody.
And what I will say is that so for Scott M, I have managed to now put your scores in. Obviously, you didn't get the Tottenham one, but I've got the rest of them for you. So you're in the mix now. So
you're in.
And all I'll say to people is, if you go back to our Hotel Cockerel or Talk and Ball and look at the previous shows, you will see the show that was done earlier on today that was presented by Aish along with Southdown View, who's a really nice
top guy for real. Yeah,
very good man. And you can go back and you can have a look and you can see at your heart's content. Today is it's a call-in, so we're going to welcome people on today. So we're going to put the link in the chat now for people to come on. And I know that Adrian is coming on because he's messaged me already. So Adrian, if you're still around, and I think you are because you're in the chat, then please come on. And I'd like to say good afternoon to Chris Peters. And
Yep.
Good afternoon,
awesome.
And again, good afternoon to Scott M.
And
good afternoon to
Shanata was here saying. Sorry about that. I interrupted. My bad. I was so excited to say this, but
sorry. Good afternoon to Scott M. Sorry. Good afternoon to Scott M as well. Good afternoon to Suzanne, who's here as well.
Whoa!
Big up to Quez Ali. Thank you very much, Quez Ali, for being here, and he supported both channels.
Big up,
Quez Ali.
That was awesome. Yeah.
Also, the comment that we had earlier from.
Was it Shanata?
Shanata Kalamaka. She left a comment, or he or she left a comment at 3:20 our time, which is about 45 minutes ago, to say that it's really late for them now. It's like 3 a.m. now, and that they were going to bed, but they had caught up I think they caught the show earlier. So,
boom. Shanata, up. In a minute. Glad to see your face. Hope you're good. And if I'm if I'm talking to you, anybody that's in the chat that's watching the show, if I'm butchering your name, please let me know, and then I'll fix it. I promise. In the future, it won't be butchered so badly. So just kind of give it to me phonetically. I'll fix it up on my end, tighten it up. We'll be good. We'll be good. We'll be tight like a Spurs defense, pre-injury crisis.
So there you have there you have the link for people that wanna come on. The show is a call-in, so people can come on and have a chat and have their say. And with that, Colin, I'm gonna dart away for a few minutes, and I'll be back soon.
Sounds good. Leaving me solo.
And remember, everybody, we are dual streaming this.
That is very true. This is on both Elto, Cockerell, and Talking Ball channel. Everybody, glad you're here. As always, the show would be nothing without you guys. I was making some new banners, but let me get some of the kind of classics up here. Let me get the ticker going. Thanks to everybody for being here. We're one big Spurs family. Ash's show is obviously previewed here. It already happened, but go check it out if you haven't already seen it. She nailed it. First time doing a YouTube show, presenting, absolutely killed it. And it's presenting content that is relevant to people who might not have a lot of Spurs content in their life. So it's a really cool thing that she's doing. Really glad that Talking Ball can be a part of it and just help her kind of facilitate that, and hope she grows and grows. And anyway, big up to Ash. Check it out. Video is on the channel. Everybody else though, guys, it's Premier League day. There's Premier League football on today. Halftime in a lot of matches. So we're getting ready to go over some scores, predictions, what you think is going to happen. Obviously, we're also going to talk about the Spurs match yesterday. You didn't think I'd forget that, did you? But no, I want to save that for when we've got a couple more people in the chat here. Can you guys hear me okay? Thumbs up if you can. I mean, obviously not thumbs up, but let me know if you can hear me okay, if my mic's all right. Having a little bit of microphone trouble today, but nothing I don't think that's that bad. Okay, here we go. So around the grounds, Luton has a crazy win, a crazy lead, I guess I should say, 1-0 over Bournemouth. Newcastle Fulham 0-0. Oh wait, I thought Fulham scored a goal. Did they have that taken away? It looked like at one point when I checked scores earlier that Fulham were up 1-0 to Newcastle. It looks like that goal has been chalked off, probably for offside or a foul in the build-up or something like that. Guys, there's somebody here, and I don't know what to do. They're in a robe. I don't know what's underneath. Should I call the cops or should I have him on the show? I'll have him on the show. It's Adrian Soroka, and you know what's underneath is Spurs. Spurs through and through, baby. Yes, love it. Hey, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, making sure that the sound isn't too bad right now. I know it's not the bestest. But yeah, hey, good to have you, brother. Man, I haven't talked to you since the win. What a win, right?
Yeah, it was a good win. There were lots of pluses to take, although it was an ugly win. I mean, Davies has had 2 outstanding games on the spin. Now, Ange has got the problem. I mean, because there's already talk, move him to left back and bring Dyer in, or move him to left back and bring Emerson in, or keep him where he is and put Emerson at left back. But because they've played well together, in my opinion, you've got to keep Romero and Davies together, because you get a bit of an understanding after playing a few games together. So then it's down to Ange what he decides to do on left back. I mean, Royal looked lost there last time.
Yeah, true.
Unless you bring Dorrington in, who's left-footed.
They might have to.
He may. I mean, Davies might end up at left back, and then what? And then what? He's going to bring Dyer in? I mean, too slow. So that is the bigger issue, not so much Basuma, because I think Skip did enough yesterday to start against Everton.
You're talking about this guy here, Mr. Ben Davis, Ballon d'Or. Is what he should have. He's, for those last 2 matches, he's been incredible. To all the haters of Ben Davis, go and do one. I know that he's definitely not a 10 out of 10, player in his position, but I think for Spurs, for backup, he's definitely serviceable. Would you agree?
Yeah, he's always been solid. It's just that because he's always been rated as sort of a steady 6, when he's had a bad game, everyone's on his case because basically it's only ever been a steady 6 and nothing special. So,
Right. I get that.
If it was me, I would keep him, the centre back pairing together. They seem to have an understanding. And I actually thought, and although our best two players yesterday were Davis and Kulu, good shout out to Vicaro for that save with his legs. Everyone thought that was in. And
yeah. I did.
Another man who's been taking some stick about his discipline. I thought Romero was outstanding as well. I really did. I mean, like, he's so comfortable under pressure. When he's down the byline and people are closing on him, he just seems to know, like, he knows he's gonna, like, what he's gonna do with the ball, and he doesn't. A lot of players would just kick it in a touch. He doesn't. He's on the byline. He tries to, he tries to make something happen with the ball, even if it's turning around and playing it off the player, the attacker. So I thought I was impressed with him there, because he's on all these yellow cards as well. I don't know what a yellow card count is. And Kula, what's that now? 12 goals and something like 17 assists. He's got.
Yeah.
Phenomenal, isn't it? So a lot of the knockers or doubters and knockers, he's shown through the centre, going wide. He's just shown how versatile he is. I mean, like, to me, he's so important to the team. And twice we've been down to 10 men. He's done more running than everyone else, right? So,
for sure, yeah.
Three leagues, like, And Spurs now have the proud record of having won the most away games, having got the most points from away games, and having scored the most goals in away games.
Big up, let's go. Let's go, Spurs. Come on.
Let's go Tottenham. And the ladies won. I've just been watching the highlights of the ladies.
Let's do it.
The ladies beat Arsenal 1-0. And
hell yeah, they did.
First time we've beaten them. Seemed like they had a good crowd there. By a good crowd, 7,000, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely for a women's match, it's up there for sure. Yeah. So I wanted to say hey to everybody that's in the chat real quick. So we know you're here, Adrian, but Chris Peters is in the building, talking to Scott. They're saying what's up to each other, and we got an afternoon chaps from Audio Artisan, who's also here. Chris Peters, Audio Artisan, both big time, supporters of the channel. Been here since Jump Street. Scott M says, "Oh, India time. That is a tough time change for North America. It's actually, you just basically flip it. It's 11 and a half hours off or something like that. So it's basically just flipped." Scott Peters. Oh yeah. Just everybody talking. StreamYard link for anybody else who would like to join Adrian and I. There it is. Boom, boom. And then, so we've got all kinds of love here. Afternoon, Colin and Jose. Just it's a good love beating the R's. It's awesome you were there. Obviously, Martha got the goal. How did the team play otherwise? And did we look threatening? Did we look like we could score more? Was it a butt clenching type of match? Since you were there, let us know how it felt, from there. I don't know anything about it. Honestly, all I heard was that we won, and Martha Roberts, is that her name? Scored the one goal. But go Martha Roberts. Go Martha Roberts. Wow. Hey, there's been a change, and obviously everyone probably knows about this. I just looked over, but Bournemouth have equalized against Luton. Chelsea lead 1-0 against Sheffield United. Crystal Palace are losing 1-0 to Man City. Fulham and Newcastle is still at 0-0 with that Fulham red card, and that is what's going on right now. But yeah, guys, I'll continue to keep you informed. But anybody who wants to jump on the show again, please feel free. Not that we need you guys; we don't need you. Adrian and I can have a perfectly good time. Adrian, with the match yesterday, are you starting to believe in Richarlison? Is he starting to prove that he is worth it? That he's that guy? That he's going to be able to do it for you?
I'm impressed with his timing when he jumped for that goal. Very impressed. That is impressive. Because, that shows that, he's got a football brain. There is a football brain there. What I see from him now, I know he's got a couple of assists, short assists. I want to see, because he must have it when he lost it. Let's see if this groin problem he had was really the problem. I want to see his touch improve.
If that's the case, that it was a problem, it truly will be like signing a new player. I know they always say that, but it would truly be like that. So,
and I've been saying for ages that under Ange ball, you should be able to put a donkey up and score 15 goals in a season, because you're going to get the chances. And he's missed quite a few. But look, I love it. I mean, we were all critical of him, but that's fine. And you're not in the mud for being critical, because as I've said, if you're doing a constructive critique and you're honest in your critique, then if a player then proves you're wrong later, that doesn't mean you was wrong. You should just be pleased that he's improved consistently, and we hope that he's going to build on this momentum he's starting to build, Richarlison. So he's obviously going to start against Everton, isn't he? Johnson back. He's just got a cut head, so Johnson will be back. So
yeah, exactly. And Steady as Shark points out Richarlison had consistently good touches throughout the game. Adrian, I would tend to agree with Steady as Shark here and say that, like you said, if he continues to do that, he'll solidify his spot in no time. Son will be back on the wing. Where I'd like to point out that he's looked good. I think Son has looked good on the wing. Yeah. We all were talking just a couple weeks ago about how he was dead out there. The only position he could play was striker because of his age and that he was washed up. Now it's looking like he also might have been playing through injury. It just shows that you really can't judge a player on a couple weeks, even a couple of months of form sometimes, because, they do have injuries. A lot of times they don't want that leak to the press. Things are hidden. They're playing through things. So, yeah, we need to maybe give some players a break, I guess, at times.
He did look threatening in the early minutes, and he contributed, because normally when he plays through the middle, he gets about 25 touches a game. That's about it, because he's closely marked. But, yeah, I mean, there will be times when it doesn't quite work from on the wing, like it has done in the past, and people say, "Oh, put him in the middle." Our strikers have got to be able to rotate. They've got to have the football intelligence that if it isn't working, all right, Richie, you're not doing it. Son's not doing it. Just switch for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or you have to try and change things up, because then you get people scream, "Oh, Son should play in the middle, and then Richie should be dropped," and stuff like that. So, no, we know Sonny's our best finisher, and we're all hopeful that this is a turning point in Richarlison's career at Spurs. So we'll see. He's certainly put in a shift yesterday, Richarlison, as well.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. No, Richarlison, did extremely well yesterday. He always puts himself about, as one would say. He's always running around. He's always really, really, really depleted by the end of the match. Like, he gave it his all. It's nice that some stuff's actually coming off for him. It seemed like it was just a matter of time, honestly. I know that a lot of the strikers, it feels like that, and it never comes to fruition. But with him, it really seemed like it was just a matter of time until he started to bang them in. And it looks like it has finally begun. We might be witnessing the Richarlison era.
We might also witness, hopeful, that if we can keep Davis alongside Romero, there might just be the chance that Sessegnon gets a game. He might. You
really want to see Sessegnon. I can talk about it.
I mean, I'm still in the zone from when I watched him play for Fulham, I'm afraid. And why players that are at the club don't give up on him. Look, he's got this season to prove himself. Otherwise, he'll be gone, won't he? So Reguilon looks like he's unwanted. So either Davis will be kept for another season, which has proved he'd be a useful squad member for another season anyway. Because if Davis or Reguilon don't turn it around, we've only got Udogie, we're going to need to go and look for a left back.
Yeah.
Unless we promote from.
I wish we hadn't gotten rid of that Sirkin.
Sunderland, Sirkin, yeah. But we got. I forget his name. We got him from Southend, the youngster.
Yeah,
he's pretty good. I'm on the left.
Okay. See, I'm not familiar with him. But real quick, Scott M says Rock could have scored the 3 goals Richarlison did and would provide much better passing and ball control. Scott, is there a gas leak in your house, sir? Rocks do not play football, but this man here does. Ben Davis.
He took that first goal well, Richie, though. Oh
my God, did he take that first goal well? Yeah.
Striker's goal. The timing of the jump and that, you're timing the ball on the jump, and that it was it was a proper striker's goal, in my opinion. The second one, well, Vaccaro had been in their goal, and he'd have saved it. Because apart from the two errors, the throw out, the ball out was an error, and then Cooley he had no right to score that from there. Not the way he hit it anyway, although it was with his right foot. So
yeah, exactly. I think that he might have taken the keeper by surprise a bit by using his right foot. Keeper was expecting a left-footed shot to go to his his side. But anyway, Sadie Shark was agreeing, though. I said the same thing a minute ago. If anything, Richarlison was doing everything other than score. Presses like a madman, does great defensive work, even won back the ball to get one of his goals in the previous match. So Iraq wouldn't do that either.
And some of the periods of play, Forrest struggled to get the ball off him. I mean, he does hold the ball well, like a good hold-up striker. And I mean, going forward, even when he was going forward with it, he shields it well. He does shield it well. Yes, Ellie, hats off. I watched the highlights.
Big up, get in. Come on now. Yes. I love beating Arsenal at any time, and I love the Spurs ladies. And so the two things, when you marry them together, it's just a wonderful thing. So big up to the Spurs ladies.
Come on, Ellie. Come on. The link's there.
Yeah, Ellie, link's out. Come on the show. I know she's not feeling super hot. I don't think Ellie's feeling 100%. But if you decide you want to come on for like a chill time, come on. Donna Colin's in the house too. Donna Colin, what's up? Nice to meet you. Not meet you, but see you. Have you here. Audio Artisan, like I said, is in the house. Jed Spence and Rodon both started for Leeds. Spence is playing at left back, currently 0-0 with Coventry. Thank you for that heads up. Scout pointed out earlier to us that Man City were 2-0 against Palace. So far, that is the only change, I think, since the last time I told you the scores, except for maybe Chelsea have scored another, I think. Chelsea are 2-0 up against Sheffield United. So, so far, so good. The settings, or not setting, but it's kind of what I expected. Wait, suspended. The Bournemouth-Luton Town match is suspended. Let me see what happened here.
Did we only have one goalkeeper on the bench yesterday, Colin? Do you remember?
Did we? I'll have to check. I don't want to say something and sound really stupid.
My phone's on charge across the room, so
Oh, God. Okay. Well, hey. So everybody, thoughts go out to the captain of Bournemouth, who apparently has collapsed on the pitch. I hate to say it just say it like that, but that's the news. That's why that game's been suspended. Please, everybody.
Is that Lord Kelly?
It. 1 second. Let me see.
Because he has captained them, and we were interested in him as a centre back.
For some reason, it didn't say the name. One moment. Someone will tell us probably in the comments. Sorry, everybody, for the quietness while I'm looking this up.
Well, the reason, let me check.
Tom Lockyer.
Yeah, okay.
Well, everybody, seriously, big up and thoughts to Tom.
The reason I mentioned the goalkeepers, who, in case there was a third one on the bench, was because, my thoughts were when Fraser Forster got his extra year's extension, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the juniors have been bigged up, but not so much Alfie Whiteman or Brandon Austin. But Stelios tells me that Brandon Austin he's under 21 goalkeeper and all that, but he's 24, and we should have been hearing, him being bigged up. Stel says yes, but I said he's 24. He should have moved up to number 2 at that age, right? Unless at the end of Fraser Foster's year, they think right now now is the time to promote Josh Keeley and have him as number 2, because we don't think the 221 goalkeepers that are there present, we don't think they're the other 2 are that good. I don't rate Alfie Whiteman, the little I've seen of him, so I could be wrong. And I've seen Alfie Whiteman play. I'm not sure I've seen Brandon Austin play. If he was, obviously you're not looking at a goalkeeper most of the game anyway, are you? So, yeah, that's just got me going a bit. I thought you're going to give him Foster an extra year and he's 37 or whatever it is, over them 2 goalkeepers, and the younger one who they reckon is the brightest prospect is Josh Keeley.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if the guys aren't ready, I don't want them in, Adrian. So I mean, if they're worse than Fraser Forster, then that's a scary thought. And I would definitely rather have Fraser Forster than somebody who's worse. But like you said, why have we held on to them for so long? Why are they still at the club? Why haven't we offloaded them for something, anything?
If it's a goalkeeping, the goalkeeping situation needs to be resolved, but we know it needs to be resolved in the summer. It's not going to be done in the January window, you know. I mean, so yeah, it's get someone on.
Phone call. Hello? Oh, Josh, you could have just let yourself in, dude, in the back door. You live here. All right. Yeah, we'll get you on, man. Here you go. Oh, everybody, it is Josh from Talking Ball himself. What is up, Josh? How are you doing, man? And again, you can just pop in. You don't have to.
I'm very tired. I am very, very tired.
You look very bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Have you watched Brandon Austin or Alfie Whiteman play, Josh?
Yeah, they're both terrible.
Yeah, that's why
they're both terrible. Alfie Whiteman's gone out on loan to some Icelandic team in the 2nd division and conceded like 40 goals in the season. Brandon Austin, there's a reason he's not been given a chance. He's just not good enough.
He's under 21 England goalkeeper, or one of them. And he's 24 now, so he should have kicked on a little bit by now. We should have been hearing about him.
Yeah, exactly that.
This was saying to me about it. I said, I don't think so still. I said, that's the reason they've given Fraser Foster another year. Because in a year's time, when he retires, I think Josh Keeley will be number 2 to Vicario. Right? Because Josh Keeley is extremely highly rated. And I've seen him made some cracking saves, but still don't see enough of the under-21s, even when you watch their games, to like make a judgment on players, really. Like Santiago, though, amongst many others, Soon Sup, Bell, Lancashire, Donnelly. The list goes on, George Abbott, Niall John.
So it looks like still nothing has changed. Newcastle look like they're probably going to beat Fulham. I mean, it's 60 minutes in. They lead by 1. Fulham are down to 10 men. Like I said, Josh, I don't know if you heard me, that there was a collapse of a player on the pitch for the Bournemouth match.
I didn't think too much of the referee yesterday. How Yates didn't get away with a yellow card for Nottingham Forest, it just beggars belief for me. Like, he was putting himself about, and he, and then Sonny gets a booking. I don't know what Son got booked for. I mean,
hold on, I gotta address this too when Josh is done. But Josh, go first, and then we'll address this. Step away. But I got my wireless headset, so go for it. Go, Josh.
Address the comment.
No, well, that if you would like, or address the question Adrian asked. Your thoughts on the match yesterday?
Oh, my thoughts on the match yesterday. Okay. I think we played well. Ben Davies had an absolutely outstanding game. He was my man of the match.
That's because Ben Davies fucking rules, dude.
Well, he has his days, doesn't he? Kulusevski with the mask on, Batzevsky, as people have been calling him, he's a far superior version of Kulu than what we've previously seen. I like him when he plays through the middle.
Hey, I have 2 images. Put the images up, Josh. There's a Batman and a Kulu in the mask, and I don't know. I can't say it's not the same guy. It's at the very bottom of the images.
Oh, is it? Where is it? Oh, Batman. Kulu. Oh yeah. It's definitely just not the same guy, is it?
It's impossible to say that it's not the same guy, though. How do you can't say for sure. They do look awfully similar.
They do look similar. No, but yeah, I mean, it was unfortunate the way that Brennan Johnson went off. I think it was a little bit scummy the way that Nottingham Forest fans were booing him, and as soon as he gets in, they start clapping him off, saying he's one of our own.
Yeah, Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
wasn't it?
yeah.
Here's what I have to say to them.
Basuma, I think Basuma's had his last chance with the club now. I don't want him back. I don't want him with the club. We need to sell him.
Whoa, what?
He's making mistakes. This is his second suspension in twice as many games.
I know, bro, but players have bad times. You got to support your players.
No, I've not really rated him anyway. Like this season, he isn't my number one. He isn't the first.
Oh, he played really well. Him and Madison they were ripping it up in the first.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you smoke? Do you?
I'm not.
Benton, Corsar, and Madison. Benton,
got...
Corsar, and Madison is my middle three.
Fair enough.
Fair.
I mean,
yeah, you're allowed to have your own options, even though it seems like that one is crazy.
In my opinion, if people have entitled to their opinions, I do not think Basuma deserves to be at this club. He's got a very, very terrible. He's got a terrible track record of discipline. He cannot discipline himself. He's making rash tackles. He's his second suspension in about 5 games. It's not on.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to judge him to the end of this season, so we'll see when he comes back.
I think that's a pretty good way to view it, Adrian. Let's give him this season with a manager that prefers him, and we'll see what we get out of it. Oh, Newcastle scored again. Newcastle 2-0 up on Fulham.
I mean, we've got a lot of players that haven't had a full season, but hats off to Romero for being steady yesterday. I thought he was excellent. But, I mean, most of our back line haven't had a full season. Porro, Van der Ven, Udogie, Sarr, So and they're young.
Sorry.
If you see,
I wanted to talk about this comment when you guys.
Sorry, if you see the Raul Jimenez challenge against Newcastle, you understand why he got sent off. Wow.
I'll need to watch it. But if you can find a clip that won't get us kicked off the internet, you can show us for sure, like a GIF or something. But it is 100% true. But I guess I got to read the rest. So 2-0 Chelsea. Poch, the GOAT, is going to get them going. And then he says, "It's 100% true, but our delusional fans will always back the awful players at our club and be happy getting mediocre results. It's the Spurs way." I think. Oh wait, no, I'm combining 2 things. But anyway, I don't think that our club has mediocre players, and I don't think, or awful players, as Scott puts them. And I don't think our results are bad. I think we're doing really good this season. I don't know. It's just.
It's nice.
Frustrating. Oh,
Jesus.
Yeah, that's a fucking problem. You can't be doing that. You can't be doing that one. So yeah, that's
terrible challenge.
I mean, not good. Yeah, for sure. It's for sure not great. Hold on, I want to be this one. Yeah. No, wait. Covers up my cock. There we go. You guys can see it. So, yeah. So, I don't know. Do you think that we have awful players at our club? I mean, obviously, maybe some of our backup players are quote unquote awful, but our starting 11's lit. I don't know. Just frustrating. I just wish we could make Scott happy. I guess I'm one of those people. I like to fix things. So I want Scott to be happy with Spurs, but I don't know if it'll happen.
I think we're more of a team.
Luton and Bournemouth has been postponed. It's been abandoned. The match is currently it was sitting at 1-0, but it's been abandoned as we speak. So that will be replayed.
So does my bet come back to me? Sorry that I'm thinking like that, but I'm just wondering.
Why has it been abandoned? Rain or what? Snow?
No. Somebody collapsed captain, on the pitch.
Tom Locklear, who's the Luton captain, he collapsed on the pitch.
He's the one that collapsed.
Yeah, although the Bournemouth medical staff have come out and said that Tom Locklear is alert and he is responsive.
Lord, thank you. Perfect. That's awesome. Good deal. But yeah, Scott, I think Tottenham, I don't know, the awful players are people trying to talk about awful players like Richarlison and Davis. Oh, well, I think that Davis had a great match. I think Richarlison played like fine.
Well, Scott, Davis is just going to be a squad player till his contract ends. We know that. And we know that Richarlison, he's changed his game around after his op. We hope he goes and improves and has a stormer into the season. But if not, he'll be pushed down the pecking order, won't he? Someone else will take his place, either the Liz or we'll bring someone else in or promote a youth player and give them a go. But I still think we're going to get it. I think we're going to get Champions League football, and I base it on the big points we've got already. I mean, like, we got 3 points at home against Liverpool, Man United, and then we got a point away at Arsenal, and a point away at Man City. That is eight huge points for us. Normally wouldn't get any, right? So, and I think that stood us in good stead while we've gone over this hump. Now, there is a risk we might have a bit of a hump again because we're going to use Udogie. I mean, Josh is not bothered about losing Sarr. I think Skip's coming in for him because he got the subs job. So
losing Udogie makes me so upset, and Sarr too. So wait, both Sarr and Udogie are lost? Is Sarr an accumulation of cards, or what's his deal?
No, Sarr's not.
Oh, I thought you said we were losing Sarr.
No, Basuma.
Sarr, Basuma, and Son.
So
Okay.
We'll lose them to the AFCON, but that's not until the 11th of January when they'll go.
And that's not even going to be for, and it's not even going to be maybe for that long. We don't even know how long they're going to be gone.
Senegal,
it could be a short spell.
And Son, they're favourites to get through to the finals, their competitions, but Josh isn't keen on. He's Mali. They're not. Senegal are top.
Mali will get out of that group stage and then get knocked out. So
yeah, but Senegal are top African side.
But then we've also got the winter break, which is what, 3 weeks.
That overlaps.
Right, yeah, we've worked it out. It's like 12. It's like 12 days, a couple of matches.
Basically, the Asian Cup and the AFCON, they're from like the 10th of January, 11th of January to the 11th or 12th of February. But the winter break is from the 14th of January to the 30th, and then we play Brentford at home. That's the first game. So the chances are Son and Sarr won't be back. But Basuma might. And then you've got a question of like jet lag, things like that when they come back, if they don't get injured and stuff. So they overlap. And of course, on the 5th, if we're going to miss Sonny on the 5th, we've got the FA Cup game against Burnley at home. I keep saying the 6th because I keep thinking it's a Saturday. But it's on the 5th because it was changed, wasn't it? So, and apparently Klinsmann wants Son with the squad on about the 2nd of January. So I don't know what the rules are. I mean, I know you've got to release them, but how many days before a competition, or whether Spurs can say no, we want to keep Son for the FA Cup game. I don't know what the rules are. So under FIFA rules, you have to release the players though, but I don't know when. So whether Son will be available for the FA Cup, I don't know. We know Basuma won't be available for it.
So who says think it's 3 games? And Scott was pointing out too that Sarr only has 4 yellow cards, so 1 more and he is suspended. He's not yet suspended. So that's good. That's a good thing. We're going to need him absolutely. So you said that you think that
there's no way Højbjerg's going in January. The way things are going with their yellow cards on their clubs and that.
Yeah,
no one's going to be allowed to go. Well,
we could also bring people in though. We could also bring people in.
Yes, and there's still a Celso. I mean,
Celso's made out of construction paper or some shit though.
Well,
he just falls apart at the slightest.
I don't know what Angie's going to do. I mean, at the moment you're looking at Sarr, Skip, and Kulu as the 3 in midfield, aren't you?
Right. Everybody. Hey, and everybody. I didn't mean to interrupt, but I don't want to forget this. Like and sub to the stream, you guys, and also we're dual streaming this. It's also on my buddy's channel, El Tel Cockerel. So if you could make sure that you hop over to El Tel Cockerel, I'll put the link up in a moment. Like and sub there. Watch on whichever channel you like. Just make sure you've liked and subbed on both, and you're supporting both because we try really hard doing what we do as content creators. We appreciate you. And then yes, back to you, Adrian.
Ash, come on. The link's in the channel. Ash, come on.
Yeah. Hey, Ash is being awesome, and yeah, thanking you for showing up for her first show. Lots of love, dog. I love the love in the chat. Josh, we love you. You look sleepy. Have you got a chance to see? Were you in the chat for Ash's show?
I was asleep.
Wow, you need to check it out. It was really fun, and it was actually like it's.
I really wish I could have been there, but I was just so tired when I woke up.
Well, today. Yeah, you never got any sleep, so you finally caught back up. So, but hey, watch that when you get a chance. It's fun, even on the watch back for sure. they're talking about 60 million for Richie. If we're scouting, right, we'd have got Evan Ferguson for $500,000 or whatever Brighton paid. She's already double value of what we paid for Richie. I mean, yeah, that was incredible. That was incredible scouting to get him. I don't disagree with that, but I do think that Richie made some sense at the time, because Postecoglou likes players that can play across the front three. He likes players that are interchangeable a little bit with the wingers and the fluidity. And Richarlison could, in theory, do that. He had been playing as a winger for some time in the Premier League, scoring goals. So it seemed like it made sense. Like on paper, it was a transfer that made sense. Yeah, the fee was high. Everton were in trouble, though. They needed the money. I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, at the time, whenever we signed Richarlison, please, and I'll go back and find clips to find out if you're lying to me, but did you guys think Richarlison was a bad signing, like at the time we brought him in?
He looked decent for Everton, but I mean, I've never watched all of Everton's games. He got the move to Everton from Watford because he was playing well. There was talk he was interested in them when he was at Watford. But It's like all things. I mean, lots of people comment on footballers, but how many games are you supposed to judge a footballer on? If you've seen him once and twice and say he's good, let's go out and buy him. You know what I mean? I mean, it's got to be due diligence, and the club have failed in their due diligence in the past because it just shouldn't be on a player's skill set. It should be on his mental attitude. You should have some idea of his psychological profile as well. Otherwise, you end up with an Ndombele. That shouldn't have happened.
Wait,
right?
You don't think Ndombele is the best?
I think he's got all the skill in the world, but the point is he's not dedicated. He hasn't got
I know. I'm being facetious. Of course.
It's fine being facetious. It's okay.
It's my default state.
But I'm more interested in the recent rumours that are gathering legs. One about Radu. Dragusin, right? Dragusin.
How do you spell that?
Because he's 21 and highly rated. And
the
link with Samuel Illing Jr., the ex-Chelsea player, has grabbed my attention because the kid's very versatile. He can play across the front.
I don't know much about him. Play across the front three.
He can play across the front three. He can play on left midfield and even at left back.
Right?
Young. He's been playing in Juventus like B team. They took him from Chelsea, and just the reading about him more. I mean, if it really gathers legs, I'll go and drag some videos down. I haven't done that yet, but like him and Dragusin seem to be the ones that.
How do you spell Dragusin? What team does he play for?
He plays for the Italian club Genoa. Genoa's players are of much interest to all of Europe now because they're top of the league, I think. So they've been doing so well. So naturally,
this fella, I don't like his hair. So therefore, I don't think we can get him if he's got hair like that.
He's supposed to be like the next. Well, you always get these, the next big thing, but the next Van der Vaart.
Yeah. First things first. He'll get a haircut as soon as he arrives at Hotspur away. We'll fix the hair. And then he can come play for us for sure. It looks like he's at Juve, or was he at Juve and then went to Genoa for playing time? Maybe, I'm not sure, but there's definitely pictures of him in a Juve kit. I could look it up if I wasn't so goddamn lazy, but I am. Sorry for everyone for my language. I will rate it in, but that's Girona in the Liga. Girona are in 12th or 13th. Thank you. I seem like a fool now. Everyone.
I must have.
Genoa. No, he said Genoa.
In the Spanish league with one of the teams that's at the top there. Then I'm getting my. Yeah, I don't watch a lot of European football.
Who's New says that Genoa and Juve have a hookup for loans. That's cool. That's neat. I didn't know that. We need to have a team where we have a hookup for loans. I could think of a couple teams that I would like to have that with. We were supposed to have some kind of special relationship with Madrid. Remember that? Well, that was just some PR bull crap to make us not so mad that we gave him Gareth Bale.
I wouldn't be surprised if we bring two in from Italy, especially with Paratici lurking in the ether.
Yeah,
and I think anything to do with Juventus, he's got his hands on with us, right? And he'll get his fee, won't he? So, as a consultant, so I think
he ain't no fool.
no.
No, for sure. Well, yeah, you guys, do either of those signings get you excited, Josh? Billings Jr. Any at all? Or I don't know
Samuel
anything about
Woodings Jr. Samuel Woodings Jr. Yes, but I think there are better options available. The players that I want to see brought in, we need a centre back to be brought in. Someone like a Jonathan Tah. You're not going to get someone like an Edmund Tapsoba that's going to come in and play second fiddle because he's going to want to be part of his contract. He will be a crucial player, so you're not going to get someone who's level in. So I think Jonathan Tah could be a good option. I want to see Jota as well from Saudi Arabia to be brought in.
Oh yeah, me too. That seems like a no-brainer, right?
He's a natural fit for the squad. He's played under Ange before. It gives Kulu the chance to play through the middle and can rotate with Johnson once Madison's fit. That's pretty much where I'm at right now. I think
I don't see an issue with bringing in a quality centre back, whether they've got to fight for a place, because when you've got a minimum of 40 games a season, if you're not in Europe, 2 cup games.
And what I'm saying is, once you've got a partnership like Romero and Van der Ven at the moment is ultimately the best pairing that we've got right now.
Yeah.
And how often does a team change their centre back pairings? Not very often. You're not going to find a world class player to come in and play second fiddle to someone else. They're going to want to play every game.
Gavardio and at Man City, Stones was getting a lot of game time at that time, and he was pushing into midfield and playing well at times, part centre back and all that. What I'm saying is, if you've got 2 pairs of centre backs, in a way, you could mathematically give both of them 20 games each in a 40-game season. But we need a third one, because then we can use the 4th spot for, say, Dorrington or Phillips. That's the way I see it. But I mean, like, otherwise.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. With you. Josh should be back in just a second. I don't know where he went.
Right.
I don't think we made him mad enough that he left us. he should be back in just a second. Scott was saying that we do have a special thing with Madrid. They just take our good players and give us nothing in return. Who's the new saying? The Dragons basically plays an old-fashioned sweeper, dominant in the air. We could use a player that's dominant in the air. 3-0 to Newcastle, Scott says. I don't see it still yet on mine, but maybe I just need to refresh. And then I do see Totspur saying Bournemouth game. Yep, now called off. This is exactly what I and you and Josh now have all said. Chippy O'Napoli, saying that Jota would be a no-brainer. And no cost, like Solomon, typical Levy signing. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah.
It would depend. I mean, the price does come into it with me, especially when it's down to age, because, like, all right, Dragonson's a young player. Now, depending on the price, same as that branch like Everton, right? You've got talks in the paper of, like, I mean, we know it's paper talk 75 million, right? But if you're talking 55 million up, see, now what it seems to be is good youngsters like Brennan Johnson, like, you get them for 45 to 50 million or something, right, with potential. This is why clubs are going for kids a lot younger now, because they're a cheaper option and less of a risk if it doesn't work out. But my argument is, if you're going to pay, unless you've got someone who's like just an amazing talent, Galactico at a young age, if you're going to pay £55 million up for a centre back, right, to 75 million or something, for a kid, I don't want it, because you can go and get Bramer for that. You can go and get other centre-backs, proven oven-ready centre-backs for that sort of money. And so I wouldn't like it, but, I'm not the one who holds the purse strings.
I wish I was the one that held the purse strings, not going to lie. But no, I don't either. Man, Josh, where'd you go, buddy? Did we make you mad? Did you leave?
No, my camera died.
We rattled you, Josh.
Yeah, you definitely rattled me, mate. Yeah,
you were rattled. We could see it.
Definitely
I think we'll have 2 signings early in the window.
We need to. There's no excuses.
I hope you're right. I hope you're right.
And see, you've got to look at it now, right? We're 2 weeks to the window. So me reading between the lines, the way I see it is, look at the players we were interested from sort of now backwards, not the ones in the next 2 weeks, because our recruitment team will have been talking to people already. So they'll have had their list with Ange, would have been, so the names we've been linked with, whether it is Adarabioyo, whether it is Lloyd Kelly. I mean, I know we're linked with every centre back and his dog. It's not going to be a £60 million sign unless it was a Bramer. And he only cost them €40 million, £34 million. The event, right? We're not going to go for a striker, I reckon, unless it's something like Vlahovic. And I don't see it in this window, to be honest with you. I can see us going for another forward across the top, a more winger style forward. And I think we'll get a centre back, whether it's Dragusin or not, I don't know. But I think we'll get 2 signings in. If we get a third one in, it probably, like Josh said, it'll be something like Jota on loan. We won't buy him because when all our wingers are fit, we're going to have so many, right? And Illing Jr. is young enough to be bought for the future as well as to sit on the bench. So, don't know. I mean, we wait and see, but I'm looking at the ones ones we start getting interested in now, unless their names are already interested in. With 2 weeks to go at the transfer window, I'm not so sure it'll be anyone new that gets reported, But I could be totally wrong, of course.
Yeah. I hope you guys are right, to be completely honest. We don't usually do business super early. Obviously, you guys know that. I know that. Everybody watching knows that. So
we might go for a homegrown like Godfrey or Adarabioyo.
I would be so happy with Godfrey. Godfrey is a player that would make me really happy. It's a signing that would really, I think, signal that we are going for things this season. He seems like he could do bits right away. He could hop into the team pretty much straight away. We wouldn't need to blood him in much. He could just step in and do the job. That's the type of player we need if we're going to compete for any trophy this season. If you guys ask me.
Then you've got Tar up there. You've got Hincapi, who's left-footed, who's there. Tapsoba just recently signed a new contract, didn't he? So I don't think you're going to go and get him. Well, you might if you offered him 60 mil, but we're not going to do that in this window. We're not going to offer 60 mil for a player in a window. I mean, if you plan 60 mil, for Bramer, he's worth it. But I still think you'd get him for 50 because Juventus are skint. I think if you went in for Bramer, you get him. Seriously, we would. But transfer kitty, well, there's that 50 mil left over, which I think is probably for other projects, but like the hotel being built and all that. Unless that's funded somewhere else privately, it might be privately funded.
That'll be different. Yeah, we funded completely separately. You've got Tottenham Hotspur Holdings or Tottenham Hotspur Property Limited. That'll be where that money is.
There's about 14 companies out of a Lily White.
Yeah.
So I've always wanted Bramer. I've always think we need another right back. I don't think Emerson's technically good enough. And everyone was saying, "Oh, Denzel Dumfries," and I'm going, "Yeah, I mean, if he came, it wouldn't. But I mean, I wouldn't be upset about it. But I prefer to go to the younger Dutch version at Torino, Wilfried Singo. I think he's a powerhouse on the right, up and down the pitch. I think he's got that same dynamism as Udogi's got, but he's on the right instead of on the left. And I think Singo would be a good buy, and I think you could get him from Torino because all these Italian clubs are skin. And there's other right backs I haven't seen. You know what I mean?
So I wouldn't be opposed to bringing in someone to help to contest with Udogi, and possibly take Udogi's place.
Take his place. Who do you bring in, mate? Danny Alves,
Alphonso Davies.
Prime Danny Alves.
Alphonso Davies.
We have looked at
Philip Lahm.
We have looked at a younger player recently, again at Juventus, Cambiasso. We've looked at Cambiasso. We've looked at him a season or two ago as well. Left back at Juventus. I think he can play left midfield and all. And they, because all the money they spent, they've got quite a good crop of younger players, Juventus, which you would expect anyway, being probably the best Italian team over all them years. So if you look up Cambiasso, what is he, 23? Is he, Josh? Get his stats up. That I see today. And I thought, we were linked with him before. This is the only thing that gets my attention when players are coming back into the news.
Cambiasso, 23 years old.
Yeah,
hey, Tequila's here. Big up Tequila.
We also looked at.
Who's new to
young Roma
yeah.
left back before. If you're looking at a left back, Josh, we looked at the young. I forget his name though. The young Roma left back.
Makita, he's good for sure. Center back, left footed, reasonable price. Yep, heard good things. Palic is given a penalty after a horrible missed call by the ref to create the chance.
I wouldn't be opposed to bringing in someone like a Jonathan David as well. You know?
I found him to be a bit. I mean, I can only judge what. When I look at YouTube videos, what I'm looking for in forwards and attacking players, because you know when the videos are always going to look good. So I'm looking forward like players with vision, who move the ball quickly and can make things happen out of strikers. With defenders, I'm looking for like more intelligent awareness and positional play to add with the defender's skill set. But when I watch David play, I'm just not sure. I'm just uncertain about him because he seems to be more of a poacher than. But I don't know. I don't know. Everyone's raving about Jimenez. Is it Feyenoord? Where is he? Eindhoven?
I honestly don't know. I'm not.
It's from Feyenoord, mate.
Feyenoord, right? We ain't had a lot of luck bringing in Dutch players. You know.
Well, Ta is as quick as VDV. I'll trust that when I see it.
And they're having a great season and they're in Europe. They're not going to sell their players.
Big up Liam, though. Big up Liam Hardy.
In Cappy because he's left-footed, right? They were playing with 3 centre-backs, and now they're playing with back 4, I think.
Whoa! Crystal Palace equaliser against Man City. Man City 2, Crystal Palace 2.
What?
Did Singo go to Monaco?
Oh, it was after the penalty, they got a goal. Man.
Well, then buy him off Monaco then.
I definitely didn't have any bets for that.
I mean, we've got the players, right? Okay, right. Players we could get rid of, right? You know me, I'd take notes and do lists and stuff like that, right? All right, we know Dyer and Lloris are going to go. That's 2, right? 2 of these we could sell at Roden and Spence if Spence don't come back and Ange tries to turn him into a right back. Then you've got on the left Reguilon or Sessegnon, right? Now Man United fans are sort of saying good things about Reguilon. Well, good, we'll buy him then if you want him. If not, we'll see if Ange sees something in him. Then you got Sessegnon. I haven't given up on Sessegnon because he's not going nowhere to the end of the season, so Ange will probably have a look at him. Perisic, we know where he's going. Then we get a 3 definite outers, Tanganga, Ndombele and Lo Celso. They've got to go. I'd get rid of Lo Celso because I want pathway for a younger player, like a Donnelly or someone else like that anyway. And I don't think his heart's in Tottenham anyway. And I don't think he's got the physique, you know, to endure the rigours of the Premier League because he keeps getting injured. You might as well call him La Crippo instead, right? Then you've got Gill. Then there's some of you got possibly Skip, Højbjerg, and Emerson. Emerson lacks technique, doesn't he? I mean, that is 14 players, guys. 14 players. You know, and we could get money probably for Roden, Spence, Reguilon, Sessegnon, Lo Celso, Gill, Skip, and Højbjerg. If you said 20 mil on each of them, you'd probably bring in about 160 mil. So, not to be scoffed at.
Yeah, for sure. You're right. It's a lot of cheese, a lot of cheddar we can make. Scott saying real quick, he would want better than David, but he is light years better than Richarlison. Again, this is Scott M's words coming out of my mouth. And he can actually play all positions in the front 3. Richarlison can too, kind of. And the penalty was the equalizer, Scott says. Yep. Thank you for that as well.
Colin, what's Gift Auburn's stats this season?
Bad, not good. Let's find out.
He's fallen out of favour, mate. He's fallen out of favour over there.
Everyone was raving about it last year. I'm thinking, hold on, he's a young player. We know, we know the graph on young players. It's up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. You know what I mean? So
3 goals, 0 assists in 14 matches.
3 and 14. That's not too bad. You like if you're top strikers, you're looking 1 and 2. 3 and 14 is not bad. I mean, how many full-time games did he play? This is the thing.
Right, yeah, and that's true. Yeah, this site didn't say. I could find out if I looked harder, but am I going
He's only
to?
played 48% of minutes available to him this season.
All right, well then, I mean, that stat's looking better and better the more you talk about it. Is it
Well,
just
it's
that his
not.
attitude?
It's telling you that the coach ain't happy with him.
Yeah, but I mean, like with what he's done during the minutes that he's had available.
Trust issue. Then they were talking like 50 mil for him last year and go and buy him. And this is what gets me. Due diligence.
Yeah, I'd pay them 25 for him tomorrow though if they wanted it. I think he's worth that.
He's made 14 appearances. He scored 3 goals and has been sent off once.
Nice. Bring him in. Bring him in. We could do with another player that gets sent off a lot.
We can bring in another club. Yeah.
We'll bring in as a club, as a coach. We'll bring in Charlie Adam and who is that one dude that did this to Zlatan Ibrahimovic, the short French. He played for Marseille. Joey Barton. We're bringing Joey Barton as a coach. Yeah, this could be a fun and Charlie Adam, and we could be the dirtiest team in the league. Let's do it.
And I don't think we'll go for Victor Nelson as a centre back at Galatasaray, because if we were, we would have got him last season. And they're trying to see some of these clubs are throwing. This happens at every football club. Like back in the day, that all the agents and that you'd receive videos every day. The club would have players that people have been touted, So no doubt Spurs will also have had quite a few thrown at them because clubs are stupid.
That's it. Right. Go on, bring the guest on.
Hello. Yeah. Hello. Yo, buddy. Yeah, you just bring yourself on. Hopefully you're ready. And I didn't just bring you on early, but if I did, we just wanted to see your beautiful face. Anyway, everybody, it is Spanish Buzz. Here he is. What is up, buddy?
He's the boy.
Hello, everyone. I've missed because I've been going. I went to pick up my daughter. I've missed the show. I've missed the show, but what I will say is I've only just heard the news about the Luton player.
Yeah, he's fully responsive and he is communicating. That was a statement, but that was a message brought out by a journalist who basically subquoted the Bournemouth medical team.
He played well against us, didn't he, when we won there? He does put a shift in there, Captain.
But it's the same player that had the thing at the end of last season, isn't it? It's Lockyer again. Yeah, he collapsed last season, didn't he? And so therefore, I think his football career is over. To be honest,
yeah, he'll have to retire, won't he?
He collapses. But what I will say is, our thoughts and prayers are with him and his family, and we wish him a speedy recovery, whichever he's got. And I'll also say, because I've just come in and I've seen the comments, Ellie, I wish you a speedy recovery as well, Ellie. And thank you for everything that you've done for the show, for us.
Yes, absolutely.
Everything that you continue to do for the whole of the Spurs community. So thank you very much, Ellie. And we wish you health and fitness so we can see your lovely face back on the streams again as soon as possible.
Big
Ash
up,
did very well this morning.
Right, before anything else, I'm going to bring up the results for this week so far.
Oh, and I wanted to add another thing to.
These are the results so far.
Is that the results? Hold on. Okay, so I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm all right. I've got 2 of the results correct.
Yeah.
I've got Chelsea and Newcastle both the correct, the 2-0 and 3-0. I had 5-0 Palace. 5-0.
Rakesh is in the building. What is up, Rakesh?
Man City have drawn 2. I had 5-0. Oh, and Bournemouth.
Last minute, literally like a 95th minute penalty equaliser for Palace.
Oh, I bet that was controversial then.
Hey, Chippy Napoli's got a nice remedy for Ellie right here. Just honey and lemon with a dash of he meant whiskey, or Chippy meant whiskey. But yeah, that's their
Wait, is that it? I'm out of touch. Is Ellie okay?
She's not well. She's been ill for about a week now.
Is it that horrible cold?
Christmas bugs go around?
Yeah, the horrible cold and flu that's going about. I've had it. Mrs. has had it. Kids have had it.
Yeah, we've had it over here. You guys sent it all the way to America. Thanks.
No, you sent it over here, mate.
I don't know. I don't know, man. Tell it to the judge. Tell it to the judge. But guys, that was news from around the grounds. Everything we know so far, it looks like we're getting to be full time for. Yeah,
we're 20 minutes off of Burnley versus Everton, or Everton versus Burnley.
Oh, well, I was gonna say I need Everton to win, but my bet's off because of the suspended match. So I have to.
Will you not get your money back for that bet, because that's obviously unforeseen circumstances?
I actually do get it. I actually do get it back. I think. I hope. So let me check.
So just to put in Chelsea in the Chelsea game. Sorry, in the Forest Tottenham game, right?
Right.
Jamie, Who's News, and Danny all got 2-0.
Nice.
But everybody apart from Brian Daigle had a Tottenham victory. So everyone got a point. Everybody got a point, apart from those that I just said, who ended up getting 3 points because they got the prediction. Bournemouth Luton obviously has been abandoned, so that doesn't count. Chelsea Sheffield United, you've got me, Bobby K, Ellie, Kate, Jim, Soji, Danny, and Nita are all getting the correct result.
I reckon it's bent. I think it's bent.
But then you've got loads of people. Loads of people went for the home victory. Man City Palace, the only person that got that correct, the 2-2 draw, was Brian Daigle.
That's because he didn't put any results in, did he? Like
Desmond Tutu, yeah.
Yeah, it's a Desmond Tutu. If I don't get my results in, it's a Desmond Tutu. So if the only person
Colin, behave. You want Everton to win? We're playing them next week. We either want to draw and Everton lost.
No, do you know what? I would love for us to be the team to dethrone their train.
Same.
That'll happen. We always beat them. I think.
We don't.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't.
Pickford can go 2-1. I hate him.
Everton are the team we've beaten the most in the Premier League.
Not over the last few years, man. Every time we play them, we simply struggle. It's like boring.
The top three teams we beat regularly, and I know we lost to West Ham, Man City, Everton.
Dry Rose Peanut says, Jose, you are clearly from the future. You should get docked 10 points in the prediction league. And you know too much. You know too much.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm looking at Danny is the same as me. Danny's got 2 correct predictions and 1 correct score. Obviously, no one gets any points for Bournemouth Luton. And the Man City, no one got any points apart from Brian Daigle.
Wow. Brian Daigle, lucky duck. Jose, I sent you a message. I sent you a message in the private chat.
Have you? Okay, sorry.
Yeah, no worries. No, you're fine. You're fine. Let me get that banner off there. Again, big up everybody to Ash P. Let me change this. I gotta put an I in there. But big up to Ash P, everyone. She had her show today. It is on the channel for viewing. Big up. And everybody go check it out. It's a wonderful show. She killed it. Nailed it. It was her YouTube hosting debut.
Yeah,
you would have never guessed. She's like a pro.
Adrian was in the chat when that show was going on. What do you think of it, Adrian?
It was good. No, it was good. I mean, I was trying to check because you posted on my page, a Facebook page. So I went through and did my monthly. See, Facebook do computer generated insights. They'll tell you how many posts, how many members are active, So I've had over 4,500 members active in the last month, right? And then it's got top cities and top countries that are membership. I went around both. None from India. Everywhere, like Myanmar, Indonesia, everywhere. All the top cities and the top. None from India. I just found it strange. I just thought, why? Because it's a very eclectic page, my page. We've got African countries.
I think what we need to do is when we do the next show, because I think we said earlier that all the shows now with Aish will be after the Tottenham game, so the day after, because then it gives us content to talk about. And I think what we need to do is we need to plug your Facebook page as well. So
we'll do that.
Directing your fans to your page.
I bung short videos in there, like if it's Chris Callan, because I know Chris personally and a few others, the little 10, 20-minute ones. If it's a 2-hour show, you're thinking, who's going to watch that? You know what I mean? But maybe I think some people probably speed read through them, you know what I mean, when they're that long, in case there's someone on there they don't like what they're saying or whatever, They just walk through to someone they like, they like on there. So, I mean, you can bang these on there. I mean, it's no problem to me, but I mean,
Chippy said Ash did a great show earlier. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Who's News loved it too. Yeah.
And look who's in the house. Big up, John.
John Fitzpatrick, what's up, man? Good to see you, brother. Hey, our girl Ash did a show on the channel earlier. Check it out, homie. She did a really good job. So,
Yes. So yeah, what we'll do, Adrian, is we'll plug your page because I did put it on your page today prior to the show coming
Yeah, I
up.
see it, and I pumped it as well. Like, you know,
I know, I saw your comments. Thank you very much.
if you
Just to touch on Adrian's comment about we always beat Everton, right? The last 8 games that we've played against them,
go on in,
right?
I apologise, everyone.
Right, we've drawn 3, we've won 2, we've lost 2.
yeah, that sounds pretty good to me, Josh.
What about the 9th game then? Let's take it. We won
Hang on,
it.
hang on. Drawn
Since
so
1992.
Going back, right? So the last game we played against them was the 3rd of April. We drew. 15th of October we won. 7th of March 2022 we won. We drew consecutively in November and April of 2021. We lost back to back in the FA Cup and the league in February and September, and then we beat them in July 2020.
Yeah.
So since
From
2020,
1992, since the
2020,
inauguration of the Premier League, I know
we've
that.
won 3 times.
Mm.
Yeah, so since 2020, we've won 3 times, we've lost twice, and we've drawn twice. 3 times, sorry. So
Shut up with your facts, Josh. I don't want to hear facts today.
No, that's good. No, that's okay. But mine are based on from.
I'm not here for facts, bro.
1992 to now. All right, if I'm wrong, I apologise, but I'm pretty sure when I see it, when it was posted, it would have been posted on various media streams when they go prior to games. Oh yeah, since
We don't always beat them though. The last few years we struggled.
Josh, facts. No.
The last few years we struggled against Man United and Liverpool at home.
No. They struggled against us.
Yeah, right, okay. Yeah, but
So you guys, let's look up the table and see what the table is shaping up to look like.
Good win by the women today, though, against Arsenal, 1-0.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I watched the highlights, and Arsenal were all over us, which is expected because they are a better team, to be fair. The Arsenal women's team. But
Wow,
what?
what?
Tottenham ladies have improved the season. Tottenham ladies have improved the season. They have improved the team. They've improved the squad since last season. And it's a learning curve. They brought that manager in to play a different type of football. And it's positive. Although, yeah, we've still got a way to go to be like your Arsenal.
The only thing I don't like about the Spurs ladies team is they play in a stadium where the seats are red. Don't like it.
It was at White Lane. This one was at the stadium. This
Yeah,
game
because it was North London
stadium.
derby, wasn't it? So
Up to 10,000 there, I think.
any victory against Arsenal is a good one, and they're one of the better sides in the women's game. So yeah, it's a good victory.
Put that up again. What's the gap between us and the teams below us? Let's have a look.
Yeah, thank you.
6.
Somebody knows what they're doing. Thank God.
Is there 6 points between us and the teams?
Yeah. Oh, I thought there was anyway. Yeah, I think there is.
If it's 5th, I think we'll finish 4th anyway. But if it's 5th this year, it is dependent on how well.
Newcastle 1, so it's 4. Man United is 6.
Right, good.
So I don't see Man United changing because I think they're going to get pumped by Liverpool tomorrow.
That 5th Champions League spot is given to.
We don't get it. Spain and Germany are above us in that. So
at present, they are, Josh. At present, it's done. Even though Newcastle got the Champions League, it's done over all the European competitions.
Yeah,
so
Spain are not in the top 2.
Right.
I know Germany are.
Yeah, I know that. I think Spain.
And it ain't Italy either. Italy ain't in the top 2.
No.
And it ain't England, and it ain't Spain.
So it'd be Germany and who else?
I can't remember if it's someone like Holland or someone like that. It's something weird. There's 2 teams up there.
Right.
So the usual suspects are not in the top 2 at the moment.
We have to do well in the European Conference League, the UEFA Cup, and the Champions League. And it's to my understanding, that is how it's assessed over those 3. So even though Newcastle are knocked out and Man United are out, are they both in the Europa League? They ain't completely knocked out of Europe, are they? I think Man United are not completely out of Europe, aren't they?
Yeah, Man United are out. Galatasaray got 3rd. Man United are completely out. Galatasaray have dropped into the Europa League.
But I don't care against 5th. I'd rather.
Oh, sorry.
As long as Arsenal don't win anything, you know what I mean?
Steady Shark makes a really good point, though, saying that, like, with our style of play being so different compared to the last couple of years, like the previous matchups between us and other teams don't mean a ton. just because we're not playing that type of football. Like it'll be
I get that. And that would also that's also touch it. That it makes this point's valid, and it also basically makes Adrian's point earlier on irrelevant. Yeah, it makes my point irrelevant. We can't sit here and talk about history. Yes, so what? We've won X amount of games since 1992. So what? We've won X amount of games since 2020. What's important is the way we're playing now. I don't think Everton are going to stand a chance against the way that we're playing now. But I don't want to become too confident and say, oh yeah, we're absolutely smashing, because we don't know what it's going to bring. They're currently on a very, very good run of form because of the situation that they're in. The confidence is there to try and survive. They're fighting with everything. They are literally putting tooth and nail into every single game in order to not get relegated. And we're trying to get
their teeth and their nails.
Ouch. If we were playing a top team yesterday, we come out with a 1-goal win, our perspective was different. You're right, Josh, because look at our attitude, including mine. I'm guilty of being positive, not delusional, as some people say. Look at our attitude when we went to play Luton away. We naturally thought we would cream it. Basuma got sent off there, right? And yesterday, everyone was confident we were going to spank Nottingham Forest, right? It was an ugly win with some good individual performances. You know, Basuma got sent off again. Perhaps we should keep him, Josh. Maybe he's lucky. We should get him sent off in every away game and we'll win them. Like. So yeah, we are. But we know, don't we? There's no easy games, especially the away ones. The teams down the bottom of the league, they don't stay in the Premier League on their away form. They'll always take a big scalp here and there, and everybody seems surprised when it happens. It doesn't surprise me. Look at Palace today getting a draw at Man City. No one would have put their house on that, you know, apart from Brian Daigle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that was by default.
Yeah, if he would have actually put some money on that.
Jose, if I don't get my results into you by kickoff, can you put all of my results down as a 2-2, please?
Hey, everybody. Jose, though, is saying that he needs to go. Spanish Buzz needs to go dinner with the family. Family first, as we always say here at Talking Ball. So, yes, family first. Go hang out with the family. Tell them that, though, that Colin, Adrian, and Josh all said hello. Could you do that?
I will do.
Hello.
I will do. I will say
Thank
hello
you.
to them.
Thank you.
I'm doing the cooking.
Right. Chippy O'Napoli down the bottom post. Dele Alli's just back in training for Everton.
Yeah, and there's that clause, though.
I think he's got to play another 10 games before we get money off him. Everton wanted to roll on that deal, but, you know, you got to deal with Daniel Levy on this one, so my money's on Levy. No, they must be confident. If they want to do a deal on it, they must be confident Dele Alli's going to get these extra 10 games that gives us the 10 mil or whatever. I think Levy said 8 games for 8 mil, and like Everton said no. Look, if he's got over his issues, if that really was his issue, the main issue, the health issue, rather than being, as Jose said, he doesn't like training anyway. Then they've got a player. They've got a player on their hands, haven't they? Just not good enough for our system.
Yeah, he's only just come back to the grass now, which means that we're hoping that he gets a chance. I don't care about the transfer. I just think for his mental health and for everything that he's done in the past, I'd like him to come back and be able to play football again normally, and I want him to enjoy his life again. So I'd be over the moon if he can come back and play football again. So
he said training. I wonder if he could possibly make the game against Everton in 7 days' time, whether he could play, and then we can keep Davies and Romero together because they're playing well together, and I don't want to see them split up to bring in a Dyer or an Emerson Royal.
And sorry to cut you off, but just to touch back on Dele, as somebody who I really like to talk about like mental health awareness and stuff. I mean, Dele's gone through a lot in his life, and to see him turn his career around and to bring everything back and you know, have even a sliver of what he once had, because he had it all in his hands. To have even a sliver of that back would be so cool. It'd be really neat to watch him like rise back up. It'd be a great comeback story. So here's hoping that Dele can do it. Yeah, Adrian, I interrupted you. What were you saying, man?
So yeah, hold on. Hi, Dave Clark from Leicester. Yeah, it was a historic day for ladies today, beating Arsenal 1-0. And before I go, GBC, no, the loan was last season at Besiktas, and that finished last season. And now Dele Alli is back at Everton. He's just been injured up until now, and then he had his mental health issues as well, and an injury, and he's just come back onto the grass. to start training again for Everton. Listen, guys, I'm going to shoot. I'm going to bid you all a really good weekend. Enjoy your stream. And
thanks. I think we're all leaving soon, or at least I am. I'm sleepy. I got up early today.
I'm going off soon. Trust me, I need to go sleep myself.
Yep. But we just wanted to do a touch base. You know, kind of a little around the grounds kind of thing. Let me come back on here. But Adrian, it's been really nice. It's been really nice talking with you, man. Let me get this back so we can all be bigger. Yeah, there we go. I like that better. But yeah, it's been really nice. It's been really nice talking with you guys as usual. Josh, good to see you.
Is Everton at Burnley or Burnley at Everton?
Looks like it's at Burnley. It looks like.
Sometimes them unattractive fixtures turn out to be good games, don't they?
Turf Moor away is never an easy.
No, it's really not. It's Stoke. They've like replaced Stoke as like the team that's hard to go away.
No, but it's not on a Tuesday night, Cole. So you can't really say that.
Yeah, it's true.
You can't say you've done everything until you played Stoke on a cold Tuesday night in the middle of December.
Yeah, you're right. Lionel Messi never did it. Ronaldo never did it. Actually, no, wait. Ronaldo did do it. But yeah, hey, real quick, there's a question for you, Adrian, before we go. Did you ever meet the Crays?
They were before my time, really.
They were before his time, really, Chippy. I have to translate just in case Chippy is speaking American while you're speaking English.
True story. The Cray's mother is my nan's second cousin.
I don't know them.
Who's the
Crays?
The Cray twins, Ronnie and Reggie. Have you ever seen Legend with what's his face? Tom Hardy.
Nope.
And the young one was Charlie Cray.
Charlie Cray, yeah.
Never saw it.
They were the most notorious. The twins. They're the most notorious criminals in London.
I almost asked if they were good at it.
Oh, they were very good at it. They basically run the whole of London at one point.
Dang.
They got done for life imprisonment, and they both died in prison, I believe.
That'll get you. And hey, real quick, everybody, as we're winding down, like and sub, or else you're gonna get life in prison, just like the Cray twins. If you don't want to end up like them in prison for life, make sure you slap the like on its booty. You hit the the bell. You hit the subscribe. You do all that. And yeah, be good. Don't be naughty like my man Basuma has been. So like and sub, everybody. And again, thank you so much for tuning in to Talking Ball. We really appreciate you here. And if I can find it, I always put it up. First of all, Merry Christmas / Hanukkah / Kwanzaa / Winter Solstice from Talking Ball. Whatever you're celebrating, or if you're celebrating nothing, we are celebrating you. We love you. Thank you for being here. And this show, thank you for watching, because this show would be nothing without you. I'll play the jazz music real quick, because I never put any jazz up. And everybody misses the jazz.
I've got a chant I want to make everyone aware of.
Okay,
right?
What do you got?
Pasta Coglu. He loves the Tottenham. He drinks the Fosters, and his dick's fucking massive.
I think we can get it going.
Let's do it.
Real quick though. People would like something classy, so we'll give them a little bit of classy jazz. Is it playing? Yeah, that's classy. You guys hear the jazz? Yeah. All right, everybody. So we'll play it off with the James Madison song. But again, everybody, thank you for tuning in. Ash, if you liked Ash's show earlier, she's got a show coming up next week. Well, after the next Spurs match. It'll be the day after a Spurs match, kind of from now on, or for a good while at least. So tune in for that. Thank you. Who's News? Enjoy your rest if you get some. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll play us out. Here we go.
My team has got James Madison. James Madison is what we need. Whoa. Thank God we got James Madison. This kid plays ball like you would never believe. Whoa.